The first Indy 500 took place in Indianapolis in 1911. The first F1 race was in 1946 in Turin, Italy. And the first NASCAR race was here at North Wilkesboro Speedway in 1947. Now, you may be able to tell from my accent that I'm not exactly your classic NASCAR fan, but I'm here with a bunch of American muscle to discover the origin story of stock car racing and how it led to the American muscle car here in the Deep South. Hop back nearly 100 years and America is in the middle of its self-induced dry spell, the Prohibition Era. The manufacturing and selling of alcohol was deemed illegal, but that didn't stop some Americans from trying. They started making moonshine, essentially homemade alcohol using stills like this. And one of the most dangerous situations for the moonshiners was during the transportation of their goods. To outrun the law, they needed power. They started tuning their cars, making them as fast as possible, and it wasn't long until some internal competition broke out. Before long, things became serious, and spectators started flooding to see the moonshiners race. It became one of the most popular sports in the South. The cars weren't just made more powerful, they were also lightened and strengthened to deal with the rough tracks that they were racing on. Before long, people realised that to make a profit out of this new motorsport, things had to be much more organised. And so was born the National Association of Stock Car Auto Racing, NASCAR. Then came the next seismic shift in American car culture. Oldsmobile brought out the Rocket 88. People flocked to the showrooms to buy the Rocket 88, America's first performance car, America's first muscle car. And here are three of its descendants, the Camaro SS, the Mustang GT and the Challenger RT. Now, which one should I have a go in first? I'm probably thinking the looker, the Camaro. Like most muscle cars, the Camaro has displacement at its disposal. 6.2 litres, developing 455 horsepower, and with the looks to match. I think the Chevy Camaro, especially the SS, definitely has future classic potential, because I think it's actually moved the Camaro name on from its forebears. Whether you like it or not, by Michael Bay turning this car into a battle robot, it has shoved it into the public eye like no other modern muscle car. The Chevy marketing team must have been very happy when this car was cast. Can't talk about modern muscle cars without mentioning Dodge. You could argue they are the greatest modern muscle car manufacturer, considering they have the Hellcat engine to put in just about anything and have the coolest name of any car on sale today, the Demon. This is the Challenger RT, essentially the baby brother to all the SRT machines, and it has the classic American muscle car recipe. Massive engine, massive acceleration in a straight line, but you probably don't want to show it too many corners. If you want something that genuinely handles, you're going to have to go for probably the most famous pony car of all time. Of course, the Ford Mustang. Now, you guys will all know the story of how this car came about. I'm going to tell you a story you may not know. Back in 1966, Hertz launched the Rent-A-Racer program, which led to the birth of the Ford Shelby Mustang GT350H, the H standing for Hertz. Now, people did rent out this car and take it to their local NASCAR track, but as you can imagine, there were some pretty hefty repair bills and Hertz had to kill the program. But there is a modern equivalent. Hertz will rent you a limited edition Chevy Camaro ZL1 with the exact same livery as the Chevy NASCAR. You're going to look pretty cool driving down your local high street in one of them. So the moonshiners started with just outrunning the law, then progressed to dirt tracks, and then ended up with this.